Hi, this video is to help explain the ideas behind this unit and the importance of how this unit meets INACOL standards. Under class information, you're going to see the hidden instructors resources. You're going to find the unit grading policy, lots of others, academic integrity activity, class resources, and the U rubrics and how the unit meets the INACOL standards. So what I want to focus in on specifically is that area on how this unit meets the INACOL standards. So I broke it up standard by standard. So I'm going to start out with standard A. And as you can see, Standard A says the online teacher knows the primary concepts and structures of effective online instruction and is able to create learning experience to enable student learning. You're going to find in here an artifact specifically to that where I wrote a paper regarding standards A and C and how this unit directly correlates to that. You're going to see the learning theories that supports the experience and activity and the intentional use of the online tools of the activities that are designed to enable student success. You'll read that if you want to read through that paper. Standard B, the online teacher understands and is able to use a range of technologies, both existing and emerging, that effectively support student learning and engagement in the online activity. So here I've included a Prezi. This Prezi explains my thinking with regards to what every educator must understand with regards to the nature of the 21st century. So of course it goes into the range of technologies that are incorporated into this unit. Standard C it shows how the online teacher plans, designs, and incorporates strategies to encourage active learning, application, interaction, participation, and collaboration in the online environment. And it also incorporates INACOL Standard F. The online teacher is cognizant of the diversity of student academic needs and incorporates accommodations into the online environment. So as you read, as you watch this YouTube video that I have created, you will see that Standard C talks about 3 different strategies into the teaching of this unit that facilitate the active learning, application, interaction, participation, and collaboration in the online environment. You will also see how this information for my future instructors how cognizant I am of the diversity of student academic needs and how I've incorporated that with voiceover PowerPoints, with PDF files specifically for students, and meeting those appropriate accommodations for the online environment for all students. Standard D, the online teacher models, guides, and encourages legal, ethical, and safe behavior related to technology use. The artifact here is my academic integrity lesson. This is an academic integrity lesson that is incorporated into this unit and specifically designed to build the unity and agreement as to what academic looks like in our classroom. So this was a unit that I designed. It involves a YouTube video. You can click on the lesson here. It'll go into it. It talks about the YouTube video the kids watch, survey that they take, and so on and so forth. So that gives you a better explanation of the academic integrity side of it. INACOL Standard G, the online teacher demonstrates competency in creating and implementing assessments. You will see a number of different artifacts here. This demo unit contains 3 specific guidelines for you to use. So it has introduction to the unit and key assessment rubrics with voiceover. It's a PowerPoint that demonstrates competency in creating and implementing the online environment, ensure validity and reliability. The key summative assessment rubrics, you can see here there's 2 different ones because I'm giving students choice as to which they wish to present their findings. And also you can see that here I have a pre-unit survey, and this allows the instructor and the student to understand the student's prior knowledge prior to the first unit lecture. Also, lastly, there is a discussion board that takes place in this unit, and you will see the rubric for this. Explains specifically what the students are supposed to do and how they're going to be graded specifically on that. Now, INACOL Standard H, the online teacher develops and delivers assessments, projects, and assignments that meet standards-based learning goals and assesses learning progress by measuring student achievement. The artifact here is the UBD lesson specifically. So this artifact really is a UBD, UDL, and 5E learning sequence lesson on exploring the science of airbags in conjunction with the next generation science standards. So it's kind of broken up into the different stages: stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 1 surrounds the desired outcome of the lesson, and stage 2 is really about the assessment evidence, and stage 3 it's the last part of the lesson that spells out the day-by-day plan. So take a look at that, and that might help you understand where I was coming from when I created this unit. Standard I is the online teacher competent in using data from assessments and other data sources to modify content and to guide student learning. The first artifact here is a YouTube video. I incorporated a YouTube video here in case students are absent. Since this is a blended learning environment, I definitely will have times where students are absent, and this is kind of key. Students need to be watching this demonstration in order to gain additional support where they can come up with the idea of the stoichiometric reaction that they're going to be using when they're creating their mock airbag design. So if a student is there, I don't have the availability just to redo a demonstration, so the YouTube video is there for them to use and guide their learning. The second artifact I've incorporated here is a letter to airbag expert asking for their knowledge and to help broaden creating a discussion where students will understand the importance of using airbags and sitting properly in a vehicle, as well as understanding more directly from an engineering standpoint on how airbags work. This will help students down the road when they make their design and really guide them and move them in the direction for clearer understanding. Now, INACOL Standard J, the online teacher interacts in a professional, effective manner with colleagues, parents, and other members of the community. You can see there's letters to yourself, there's one explaining the lesson, there's also another letter explaining how I'm grading, there's artifacts to the parents, there's a letter to the parents explaining the unit, as well as explaining how the key unit assessment is going to be used for grading the student's success. And then the last thing, there's an artifact to the member of the community, specifically a medical examiner requesting expert information. This is really designed to help students with their discussion board, where they will be obtaining knowledge to understand both the legal and ethical importance of wearing seatbelts, along with how airbags work, and allow them to engage with information and knowledge in a discussion. Standard K, the online teacher arranges media and content to help students and teachers transfer knowledge most effectively in the online environment. So here, of course, I created MediaBase as a PowerPoint lecture with a voiceover and a graphic organizer for them to use. They will be taking an online assessment. Here at this point, a short assessment just so that I know they have obtained the knowledge that they need out of this lecture. There's also a static assignment on day 2 after the students have watched an online lecture from me, the one I just discussed, and then observed a teacher demonstration of the chemical reaction that they're going to be used for the mock airbag design. The students are going to draw a picture of an airbag in their laboratory notebook and then brainstorm ideas as to how to create this mock airbag design. So the static assignment is to be done in a laboratory journal notebook, and I will be looking at it to make sure that the students are moving forward in the assignment and are kind of basically on the right track. So this allows me to look at basically what they are doing. So this is it in a nutshell. These are the INACOL standards that this unit is meeting. If you have any other questions, look further into the instructors folder. You will see, of course, the unit grading policy, and like I said, the academic integrity activity, class resources, other class resources that we might use for this unit, and basically academic integrity, and then the rubrics, of course, are there. So I hope you enjoy. Hope this explains things a little bit better on how this unit was presented and built, and I hope you enjoy doing it. Thanks. Bye-bye.